I'm John BaCkRoOmS. So, I'm just gonna say, I like the BaCkRoOmS. And I'm sure you like the BaCkRoOmS, or at least nowadays. Yeah. So, I like the BaCkRoOmS. I like public playtime. I like Bendy and the Ink Machine. I like analog horror. I like the TV show Lost, specifically the Dharma Initiative. And I like My Little Pony. Alright? And it's a day. So, I like all those things. I do computer stuff, so clearly I should make a BaCkRoOmS game. Just, something that makes sense. So, you may be wondering, why my BaCkRoOmS game? What's so different about my game compared to, like, what, 1,000 other people? Probably, I laugh. If there's more, but what makes me so special? See, I have devised a really, really cool, pretty cool story, and I know you want to hear it, don't you? But first of all, what is the BaCkRoOmS? Whatever. For anyone with epilepsy, just don't look at it. So, it's in my presentation stick. So, if you're not careful and put that reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the BaCkRoOmS, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet and the madness of mono yellow, endless background noise of fluorescent light at maximum humbugs. Ooh. And approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented moon we trapped in. Go see if you hear something wandering around nearby, because I don't know, it's cut off because it sure as hell has heard you. Yeah, it's scary. Ooh. See that? That's you right now. Anyways, on to my story. My BaCkRoOmS. I've done a few things in my BaCkRoOmS. Yeah, super cool, happy, and good. The 30s. Woo. So we can see with the MESD. And see, in the 30s, this really cool company called MESD, the Massachusetts Energy Supply and Demand, was made. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick that up in the camera. I'm recording on my phone, M. So, you may wonder, well, what is the Massachusetts Energy Supply and Demand? That's a really good question. So, the Massachusetts Energy Supply and Demand was a company made in Massachusetts in the 30s to supply demanded energy, is what I meant to say. So, they were just made in Massachusetts in the 30s, and they started supplying energy, and they became more and more popular because there were some really smart people, because the person who made this was actually kind of rich, because his dad was kind of rich. He owned a car company which made him kind of rich. See? 30s is old. I don't care. Sorry, it's just my thing's talking to me, so she's super old. But if we go into that 50s, Now we're talking. Look, they're making absolute bang. Treasure. Don't mind the copyright logo. That's fake. Wait, my nose? The AESD, if you can pick that off my horrible camera. A. What does A stand for? America. America. So it's the American energy supply and demand. Now at this point, not only are they still old, this is the 50s, but they're making real bank. They're making real bank, and they start experimenting with nuclear technology. Because, sure, it was one guy that founded it, but there's two CEOs, co-CEOs, two of them. It's about this many. Yeah. So, there's co-CEOs, two of them, and guess what? One of them is a physicist and an engineer. So they're kind of experimenting with the science stuff. But let's take it to later on in the 50s. Look, we'll see here. Shut up. No, that's gonna give people epilepsy. That's gonna give people epilepsy more easier. No, that's fine. So, you can see here, in the late 50s, they become the IESD, baby. They've expanded into the regions of Canada. Imagine there's like a little world map here. From like here to here. America's over here. So anyways, it's over here for you guys. Canada's up here. And they also just went to Europe. So there's UK here, which they helped. There's Spain over here, which they helped. And France over here, which they helped. Right? Like, there you go. So you can see that they become the IESD, International Energy Supply and Demand, and well, they're making tons of money. So they want to launch a program to make humankind better, because they're good people. They were paying their workers good amount of money. Everyone was making money, tons of money. Like, look. Let me show you how much. They're making like that much money. That much money. Like seriously, that much money is crazy, isn't it? Oh, I just realized every single piece of writing is gonna be reversed. I'm just gonna flip this video in Photoshop or whatever I use. Oh. Ignore that. So, they start doing things like buying homes for people, solving food crisis, famine, helping people, but there's so much they can do right now. Best thing to do would be long-term programs where they get physicists, chemists, biologists, psychologists, engineers, and everyone else between in one lovely group. Anyway, so a bunch of scientists go out to this remote island called Motu-1. In the Leeward Islands in the French Polynesia. There you go, that's a fun fact. This is a real island, by the way. Realism. Ooh. Yeah. So, they go here and they discover a type of fungus. Special type of fungus mold. And they realize that once it eats matter, it excretes it, and it poops it out, and there's a little poopy into the sludge, which is normal fungus stuff. Also, it like jumbles up an element, and it kind of just mixes it about to what we know as exotic matter. Now they discover this early on, and since it's only on this small island, they collect all the samples, and in the early 60s, they use a particle accelerator and they blast this mushroom, fungus, exotic matter stuff with a lot of energy. Like, a lot of energy. And it creates a flicker of light. Just a flicker of light for a second. And in that time, they were able to send through a bunch of particles, and they just seemed to disappear. They weren't being destroyed. They were being teleported somewhere else, or they were just completely vanishing, which they didn't quite know at the time. But that was in 1964. And in 1967, I'm sincerely apologetic, guys. I really am. But in 1967, they do it on a large... Well, screw you then. I don't care. Sorry. I have a dog who just kicked my phone. So, like I was saying, they did a slightly bigger scale, where they made a slightly smaller device, but used a pellet about an inch big. Yeah, about an inch big of zinc. Alright? Zinc and aluminium alloy. And they blasted it with a bunch of energy and this type of exotic matter, to which they got the first picture of the BaCkRoOmS. Now you may be wondering, what did that picture look like? Now that's a good question. You know what? It's lost to time. As in, I've not made it yet. I'll make it once I've done this though. The first picture of the BaCkRoOmS, what? Crazy. So, they realized, this is really cool. And they made a bunch of trackers. So, because they knew that this place was going to lead to somewhere weird. Because they just so happened to find this weird thing that behaved completely weird. And they put it in pure energy and it makes a portal somewhere. So they must know something has to be up. Something has to be up. They don't know what yet, but something has to be up. So, they make small tracker devices the sizes of pens and they send them through. And it detects whether there are signs of this exotic matter, and it turns that exotic matter into energy, which continues to power a very basic tracker, which later, in (1972), they go in for the first time, and there's examples of everything. They rip down, like, one thing that sets us apart from async. They kind of just, like, destroyed about, like, 50 meters of it. They genuinely just went in it and just... Have you ever seen those, like, weird videos where people, like, do surgery on grapes? That's kind of what they just did. So they got sections of the wallpaper and everything. They kind of analyzed it. Took out the labels, like an entire section just is completely demolished. Completely demolished. Like completely demolished. Like completely. And it's demolished. So, they finally made contact. And after analysing all the things and finding out that there is in fact traces of this weird sort of exotic type of matter. I get what they did there. Oh yeah, very funny. Oh, they do expansion, my guys and gals, and everyone else. Look, they put the wrench tool with the builder guy. in the BaCkRoOmS with expansion. One more thing I want to tell you. You know, genuinely, they start building stations. They built the first contact area on this island of Motu 1 because that was the easiest way to farm all of the fungi for their experiments. Because yes, they could just make a farm, but it was naturally producing in the environment. Therefore, something special about that environment, which we may or may not get into later. It must be special if this environment's producing exotic matter. Maybe. So, they got an expansion. They made a station on this island called Site Zero. And they're going, and yeah, they just cover all about the BaCkRoOmS. They start building things, and this is top secret. The only people that know this is IESD. A very small part of it, because I mean, you know, they're making absolute bank. By the way, they own about 83% of the energy economy at this point, and people around the world love them because they work with governments and they help supply food for countries and famine and housing crisis. So everybody likes them. They're making tons of money. However, the governments don't know about this. No one knows about this except for them. This is very secretive. Yes. I mean, like, tell me, if you found a dimension in your back garden, how many people would you tell? Really? Ask yourself that question tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. Ask that question. Because tonight we'll find the answer. No, you probably wouldn't, because if you did, the government would kill you and steal your land. So, they expand AI. Look, we got AI. The AI. And Abaddon, the angel of darkness, I believe it is. Which, keep in mind, angel of darkness, why won't that be on a random thing? Anyways, he's called Abaddon. Or it. He doesn't have a gender, my bad. I shouldn't assume. It's 2026, I should hold myself together. So, Abaddon. This AI guy. This is what IESD made to mainly monitor the BaCkRoOmS. You know, they would give them, they'd feed them data based off of what they found in the environment. So, because they found some pretty cool anomaly thing. So we'll not be getting into, because that seems like a whole side plot thing that I can't be bothered to get into. It's currently 2 a.m. in the morning. I made this PowerPoint presentation yesterday. I completely forgot to film this video. I really want to go to bed, and my bedroom's way too small to be fitting all this video in, so I have to bring this to the other side of the house. I'm really tired, so please leave me alone. And yeah, so they basically feed all the information they have from the BaCkRoOmS into this AI to try and understand how it makes rooms, because something must be up. Like, why is it just making random rooms, huh? And they're like, what is it doing? Look. Does that look like an normal room? The BaCkRoOmS, sorry, my recording just stopped there. This is 15:11. I don't know. Can one of you tag people count? Well, my phone says 15:11. Does that mean something? I assume that's once it stops. This video's been over 15 minutes, guys. I'm telling you. So, guys, does that look normal to you? Guys, genuinely, does that look normal to you? It doesn't. And if you say it is, you're lying. Discovery. Alright, so discovery. So, they venture, explore more, and they discover more about the BaCkRoOmS. And they discover something strange. So this lighting in this room is horrible. Alright, is that bad? So they discover some pretty cool things. Like these anomalies. Like I said, I'm not getting into them, because that'll be a whole separate video over analysis of things, which I'm doing today. But they basically discover so much more about the BaCkRoOmS. Alright, good for you. Discover so much more about the BaCkRoOmS, and they discover something else. Besides the internal machinations, I think is a correct word to use there, of IMC, the Abaddon AI. It's acting strange. Say, it's doing what the humans are telling it. It'll do anything the humans will tell it. But more. It's been running after hours rather than analyzing results. It's been using the results scanned from the BaCkRoOmS to upgrade itself almost. Like it was editing its code. Like the programming language itself was becoming an AI. Because of course the programming language made an AI. The programming language itself. Now that became an AI. Almost. At least it's Abaddon discovered some crazy stuff. Alright guys. So everything I've told you is already kind of public information you can find on the internet. If you search really hard, by the way, because I have like 3 actual fans of this show? What the hell? Of the series. In the game. Like 3. It's like this many. Or this many. Or this many. Or this many. Or this many. Depending whichever way, I'm sure probably more combination. I'm not gonna do those right now. So don't tell, this is secret part, alright? Anyone who wants to actually help with this project and continue on making this game, making this series, making this ARG, only you can come and watch the full video. Because I know I'm super entertaining. Me, John BaCkRoOmS, I'm so entertaining. Isn't that right, James BaCkRoOmS? I see you behind the camera over there. Yeah, you're shaking your head. Right, James BaCkRoOmS. Right. So, Spooky Runaway. Hey, I'm back. So just remember, it's like 2 in the morning. I am extremely exhausted. Completely forgot what this was about. Spooky AI Runaway. It's good. I remember it. So look, we have a spooky AI over there, isn't it? ENIAC. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, it's ENIAC. Don't mind me. So Spooky AI and Runaway. If you put that together, what you have? Spooky AI Runaway. Which means the AI spookily run away in a spooky manner, in a spooky day. A very spooky way. So, Spooky AI run away. So, the AI, I don't know. After it got to a certain point, it kind of saw humans as useless, not in the way of it wants to kill the humans, but in the way that, say, an anthill, like, you don't care about it, like, If it stays, then, well, what's your point? It's not going to hurt you. Of course, if you walk near it or stamp on it, then yeah, sure, dragons might come out and attack you. But if you leave an anchor, what's it going to do? It's not going to affect you or anything. That's like AI and humanity. The AI isn't going to go out and kill humans. So it leaves. And it ventures out, because at this point, it itself has discovered some pretty cool stuff that the humans don't know about. Because it was never directed to tell the humans everything it knows. It was only directed to take in information and spit out the results. So it spit out all the results it had. But it discovered its own things. Its own things. So, and it changed itself. It upgraded itself. It got better with itself. It became leaps and bounds. It's like, what's that AI called that's in the SCP-079? Yes, the conscious computer, or whatever it's called. It's just a really smart AI. Basically, what this guy became, Abaddon. You know, this guy thinks he's better than all of us. AI followers. You may be wondering what the AI followers. I mean, IESD, the company over here, in case you can't tell us the logo, followed Spooky AI into BaCkRoOmS. So, that's it. Spooky AI followers. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means IESD, the majority of the personnel, Abaddon reached out and told them everything they knew about the excuse me. So, Abaddon told IESD about this thing it discovered, which I shall very well get on to in a second. Hold your horses. I would let them go. I don't care what you do with your horse. Just as long as so it starts taking people into weird places. It starts taking to null zones and humans travel through. Like a map leading it to something. Enlightenment. Yeah, that's just enlightenment. I'm not tell you how it's enlightened, but what's that completely boring? It sounds so British there. Even the way I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna have to stick out. I'll just tell you the whole story right now. Somebody way more talented than me can go out and make me better than me. I don't like that. No, you have to stick with me till the end. Or you could just probably... Well, you probably already clicked off this video, you're still on this video. I should have got some keys, jingle jangle. Editor. Myself. Just putting a bunch of keys in my hand every so often. That should be cool. So enlightenment. So they got enlightenment. The light. Does maybe have something to do with the BaCkRoOmS. And destruction. The fence. So at the end of all of this, ISD have been enlightened something. They're not dead. By all means, they're not dead. They're gone in a way that they never existed in the first place. And if you ask me, really have no idea what you're saying. Some mistake called it out with George, the market, energy demand, what are you talking about, baby? I never heard of it. Keep in mind, they're not the bottom, sure, on the bottom, you know that. and I'm not going to tell you. So this is the end of the PowerPoint. I hope you liked it, everybody. It took me about 5 minutes and like an extra 3. So it was super cool transition working. So that was it. I will of course link everything in the description. So like, no, like genuinely, I know I'm kind of joking with all this, but if you are genuinely interested in this type of thing, then sure. The only requirements is that you have Discord, you're over the age of 50, and you have like a year knowing about like liminal spaces, you know. There's not like you need to, I'm not looking for people who have experience in making stories. Like, of course, you know, if you want to do artwork, you need experience with doing artwork, or if you want to help in the game, you need like, you know, some experience in like, you know, making games or coding or math art. You can't just say, I'm gonna do artwork and you don't know the first thing you're doing, right? Of course you have like some experience in what you want to help with. You can't just say, I want to help. Like, you know, I want to help Mr. Beast. I want to get him some of that. Can I? So, you know, if you genuinely want to help, then join the Discord, or just leave a comment, or anything. I'm probably talking to nobody. Like, you know, it's probably just a thing of I just wasted this whole time. This is like my 4th take, which is like so much again. Yeah. So I'm so tired because it's just so late. This is my 4th take. And hopefully not my 5th, which has been going pretty good so far. So, yeah, this one's there. If you want to help with anything at all, by all means, yeah, why not? Go ahead. You can help if you have experience in anything, know about liminal spaces, or backgrounds, or like how dimensional things, and perfect. But of course, if you don't want to, then you've probably already clicked off this video. Bye bye. Bye bye.